Servus, meine sehr verehrten Damen und Herren, willkommen zurück zu einem neuen Video auf meinem Kanal. Legion Remix geht heute los und da gucken wir uns jetzt mal ein Video an, die Top 5 Items, die ihr und wir und ich und alle sammeln müssen. Müssen ist da ein hartes Wort, letzten Endes erspielt euch das, was ihr wollt. Aber wir schauen mal, vielleicht gibt es ja hier ein paar ganz interessante Einblicke. Von Marcellian and Flame ist dieses Video. Und ich würde sagen, wir starten auch direkt rein. Wenn ihr mich supporten wollt, lasst sehr gerne ein Abo da. Würde mich freuen. Oder wenn ihr denkt, ich sei ein Schwanz, so wie Mitashi das sagt, dann auch gerne ein Abo da lassen. Let's go.
The best expansion for WoW has just been released, the remixed version of it, and I know you still haven't gotten those sweet shoulders, or maybe that dope sword, but did you know...
Achso, wenn ich kurz überlegen müsste, ich glaube in den Top 5 werden landen die Sense, Teshalach hieß es, glaube ich, nee, Teshalach war das Schwert, die Sense von Argus, die Schultern von Xavius, wahrscheinlich das Ursul Mount wird dabei sein, irgendwie sowas in die Richtung.
You can loot possibly the best transmog cosmetics in the game before being taken away? Have no regrets. Don't wait for the trading post to possibly give you recolors in the future. Loot them now, and then you can be the one to tell people they cannot have these exclusive rewards because they should have played Legion Remix when it came out, and they are prestigious enough for them to go f off, f them, f Mage Tower, not coming back. I'm not sad at all. Salty people, eat it. I'ma go get me some Legion transmogs. Number 1, the OGs. These are a set of transmogs that you can still relatively safely collect by doing Legion content on live servers, so not really exclusive to Remix. However, the rarity of these items could very well classify them as exclusive anyway. Starting off with a softie, the Hammer of Vigilance that can still drop from Mother in Tomb of Sargeras. This is still a very iconic one-handed...
Ah, stimmt, das sind diese super arschseltenen Waffen, glaube ich. Wobei ich da halt sagen muss, diese Waffentransmogs, die holen mich nicht so krass ab bei den meisten, weil letzten Endes so Einhandäxte benutze ich eh nicht, also who cares?
Hammer being the only one of its kind in this type of model in the game to drop from anywhere. But you can get the Hammer of Vigilance way easier since raids will have a daily lockout on Remix. Of course, this applies to all of the items here on this list with an even better way to get them, by purchasing them. Remix adds items, sets, and transmogs to vendors that cost the bronze currency plus a special token that drops from the bosses that you just killed. 20 fell warped slabs and 30,000 bronze later and you are a Hammer of Vigilance richer player.
Da bin ich ehrlich, die 30k Gold butter ich lieber in Transmogs, also in Sets.
If it didn't drop, almost as if this is fixing loot RNG. This is true for the Scythes of the Unmaker as well. That costs 20 cosmic...
Die sind schon sehr geil, ne?
30,000 bronze. Not sure if each version has to be purchased separately, but either way, much easier to get.
Auf jeden Fall die grüne, steht jetzt auch hier, kriegt ihr, wenn ihr alle Bosse in Antorus auf mythisch killt. Und die hier 30.000 Bronze und ihr braucht 20 von diesen Ressourcen, die bei Argus droppen, wenn ihr den tötet. Also muss man farmen, aber man kommt dann halt garantiert dran. Und das ist was ich an Legion Remix oder an Remix generell nice finde. Du weißt, wenn ich Zeit X investiere, bekomme ich Item Y.
Easier to get.
Garantiert.
Also, by killing all Antorus bosses on the mythic difficulty, don't worry, it's not that hard, you get a new recolor fell version of the site as well, which doesn't seem to cost you anything. While you are in Antorus, pick up Teshalach from Agromar, also a Titan, with 20 Everflame of Hatred, also again with 30,000.
Das ist schon eine sehr geile Waffe.
Not sure what the drop rate for the bronze will be by the end, but as you farm these raids, specifically in this example, you may want to hold off on purchasing any one Antorus Mog until you have currency for all of them at once, since by the time you get the last bit, the previous ones might have just...
Das ist tatsächlich ein guter Hinweis beim Farmen. Kauft nicht sofort die Waffen, die droppen könnten. Also spart lieber erstmal und, weiß nicht, hofft drauf, dass die Waffen irgendwann droppen und notfalls könnt ihr sie euch immer noch holen.
Dropped and you could just save thousands upon thousands of bronze, apparently. And last but not least, let's go back to Emerald Nightmare and get those
Die sind schon geil.
shoulders.
Die sind schon sehr geil.
The most sought after Legion cosmetic in existence, with 30,000 bronze and 20 horns of the first satyr. What? You don't think this is the most farmed Legion Mog? Well, let us know down below which one it is for you, while I take the time to thank our video sponsor, Rested XP, which is the best way for you to actually level in Legion Remix with their guides on leveling. War with
Okay,
it.
das skippen wir mal drüber.
Hardcore. Thank you. Number 2, we now go into new stuff with what I like to call the Legion Arsenal. This is a series of transmogs that are pure and simple, Burning Legion themed. The first is the Sinister's Fell Arsenal, which can be obtained by completing 4 achievements in Stormheim, all unlocking 1 weapon, presumably. The 4 weapons are the Sinister Felldirk as the dagger, Sinister Fellstaff as, you get it. Sinister Fellblade as the one-handed sword, and a wand with Sinister Fell wand. The achievements you want are first finishing the campaign in Stormheim, second is the Tour Stormheim that has you explore the zone fully, defeating rares, and collecting treasures. The basic stuff. The third one is looking for group storm.
Davon, ich weiß nicht, ob er das gesagt hat, aber von den Dingern müsst ihr nur 2 Sachen machen, um die Waffen zu bekommen. Ich würde wahrscheinlich die Kampagne spielen. Weil, weiß nicht, da müsst ihr eh durch, wenn ihr diese 10% mehr EP dauerhaft haben wollt. Video dazu ist auf meinem Main-Channel. Und dann wahrscheinlich dieses Looking for Group Gedöns durch die Dungeons und Raids. Das dürfte wahrscheinlich am schnellsten gehen.
Stormheim that has you complete the Maw of Souls and Halls of Valor dungeons, but also the Trial of Valor raid. And lastly, you need to get exalted with the Valor Jar. The second part of the Legion arsenal is 1 item in Bulwark of Manroth. You know, the big chest piece that gets axed down by none other than Grom Hellscream twice, because time travel. The last demon with the chest piece Bulwark to become a shield was quite a while ago, and that was the famous Azanoth. So it was about time we get another one. Now, don't worry, even if your class cannot wear or mog shields, this also becomes a cloak cosmetic on your back. To get this, you need to complete 2 out of 4 Argus achievements instead of 4 altogether. You are now prepared is the first one, which is the storyline completion. Tour Argus, again exploring the zone, killing rares and looting treasures in all of the Argus zones, by the way. Looking for Group Argus, where you have to complete the Seat of the Triumvirate dungeon, which you should, is really good, it ties into Midnight, and the Antorus raid, and lastly, get exalted with the Argusian Reach. For number 3, let's look at something less...
Da würde ich schon am ehesten noch zustimmen. Das ist ein sehr, sehr geiles Ding, was euch so ein Ashara thematisches Transmog gibt. Das ist tatsächlich sehr, sehr geil.
Fell and demonic and more elegant, more royal, more... all right, listen. Fashion sense is subjective. I ain't gonna judge. Kaldorai Queen's royal vestments, or basically the clothes off of Azshara's back, because, you know, now she cannot use these anymore. She's all grown up and proper voidy. Similar to the previous sets, you need to complete 2 achievements out of a set of 4 of the exact style of achievements, which are now themed around the Suramar zone. I'll just put the names on screen right now so you can look at them and, you know, find them in-game as you play them, but know that they require you to do the exact same thing as before. Storyline, tour the zone, do the instance content, get exalted rep, and now I need to gender swap all my tunes so they can look...
Da auch wieder, ne? Nur 2 davon werden benötigt.
Smashing. Number 4, back on the Burning Legion train with the new Sargerai set. This is a full set of Sargerai.
Das ist geil. Das Set ist sehr geil.
And they come in 4 different colors based on the achievements you do to collect them. And I need to point out that this right here is the cloak. The achievements are To Fell and Back, which sees you complete the whole Legion Remix campaign, with the last step being the Shape a New Legend quest. Heroic Broken Isles World Quests 4, an easier one of just completing 100 world quests in Heroic tier difficulty. Mythic Legion Remix raids, that sounds pretty self-explanatory. Get all raids done on the Mythic difficulty. And don't worry, like I said before, Remix raids are not the same on Mythic as raids are on Live. By the end of the event, it's likely you will be able to solo them. That's right. Possibly. And last, Time-Worn Keystone Hero that wants you to time a key level of 30 or higher. And I heard people are already soloing 60 plus on the PTR servers right now, so this should be maybe even the easiest of them all. And last...
Ja, ich bin mal gespannt. Ich denke mal, so 1, 2 davon müsste man auf jeden Fall bekommen können. Ich glaube, ich will am ersten, die erste war, die sieht sick aus hier, die erste Variante. Nummer 2 ist auch ganz geil. Das gefällt mir nicht so. Das ist auch geil. Ja, eigentlich sind schon alle geil, ne? Außer dieses Mythic Legion Remix Raids. Aber, na, gucken wir mal, was wir da so kriegen können.
To time a key level of 30 or higher. And I heard people are already soloing 60 plus on the PTR servers right now, so this should be maybe even the easiest of them all. And last, maybe the best one, for last, at least thematically, emotionally, and Variany. The Corrupted Charlemagne, or rather the Fallen King's Corrupted Blade, since it's a set of 3 swords. Charlemagne has been corrupted, and you can get the Fell version of the two-hander sword, but also the Fell version of its split dual one-handers. For these, you need to complete 3 of the Broken Shore achievements, once again similar to what we have had so far on the list. Almost. Breaching the Tomb, which is the storyline of Broken Shore. Explore Broken Shore, this time just exploring is enough. Looking for Group Broken Shore, clear the Cathedral of Eternal Night dungeon and Tomb of Sargeras raid. And lastly, the Armies of the Legion Fall Exalted rep with the Seyed faction. This remix event is so large that we couldn't have possibly mentioned everything you can get your hands on, but the most iconic ones had to make it into the video. But as an honorable mention, however, you can also get all of the class mounts in their Fell Glory version, which look incredible. The easiest and most efficient way to do this is to simply level each class to 80, which, don't worry, in true remix fashion, every re-leveling of a class should be way faster than before, on top of unlocking all sorts of bronze sources on the way, but you can still buy them with actual bronze currency from the Grandmaster Jakus NPC. We will be streaming the Legion Remix journey, and you can catch it all live on twitch.tv/Marcelian and Flame. Hop on, since we also plan on doing dungeons and raids with you fine folk as well. Thank you once again to Reset XP for sponsoring this video and giving us dope and stirring your appetite for deep.
Okay, alles in allem, ja, ganz cool. Schade, dass keine Mounts drin vorkommen, aber ich würde sagen, wenn es wirklich um die richtigen seltenen Items geht, hat er das gut zusammengefasst. Die Sensen von Argus, die Schultern des Satyren sollte man wahrscheinlich auf jeden Fall mitnehmen. Das Ashara-Set ist Remix-exklusiv, die Dinger sind Remix-exklusiv und auch das Charlemagne ist auch Remix-exklusiv. Also deswegen würde ich sagen, die besten Items hat er da schon unter einen Hut gebracht. Ja, ich bin hyped auf Legion Remix, ich hoffe ihr auch. Schreibt gerne mal in die Kommentare, welches Item ihr am liebsten wollt und damit bis zum nächsten Video, gute Zeit und reingehauen.